Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of the Nerdpocalypse Podcast. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my co-host, Micah. Hey. And special guest, Tiara.
Hey.
All right, guys. We're back. There is plenty to talk about this week, sort of. So we'll just jump right in. Checked out this week. I didn't talk about this a number of weeks ago when I started it, but I'm now well into season 2. HBO Max has a series called Search Party. It is about a group of sort of 20-somethings in New York, white 20-somethings in New York, and the woman, Alia Shawkat, I think is how you pronounce her name. She was maybe on Arrested Development, and she's like now an adult. And she's kind of a loser and has nothing going on for her. And so she gets obsessed with a missing person that she went to college with. And so she's like, I've got to find this woman, Chantal. She's just gone missing. And she sort of drags her crew of friends, including her boyfriend, into finding this person. And there's a lot of twists and turns to it. It's a very interesting show because you, for the most part, don't like the characters. Like, and you're not supposed to, right? Like, they're all kind of annoying 20-somethings, but as they're trying to figure out life, right? Like, that's really the main part of the show. It's actually very well done. But like, there's one of her friends, is this, I don't even know what he does. He's just like this, I guess, well-to-do-ish, gay dude. He's the worst person I've ever seen on a television show. Not because he's gay, but he is just a fucking asshole of that exact age. Like, he is exactly what you would think of, like, a person who thinks they know everything and you have not lived your life more than 8 minutes. Like, it's so irritating. And he's also a massive liar. But it's a really good show. Like, Shawkat is really good in the lead, as a sort of like wayward 20-something. And it's a cool mystery. Like, it's kind of like if Scooby-Doo Mysteries was live action and way more serious. Right. Okay. Like they kind of run into some like wackadoo kind of things that happen, to sort of solve this mystery of this missing girl. It's good though. Like, each episode is like 22 minutes. So it's an easy watch.
Okay.
But yeah, I would definitely recommend Search Party. It's pretty fun.
So on HBO?
HBO Max. Yeah.
Okay.
Then I watched something that I think everyone should watch. Everyone, white, black, whatever. Everyone should watch this. This is the documentary series is a 4-part series called Exterminate All Brutes.
I saw that on HBO. I didn't watch it, but I saw it on the little documentary.
Look, as I saw it described, how did this even get made? Like,
what is it about?
So, Exterminate All Brutes is a book, right? And it sort of catalogs white, or not even just white, but just European, like, supremacy mindset and colonialism. And so the series is done by Raoul Peck, who did I'm Not Your Negro, right? The James Baldwin documentary, which was excellent. Okay. And he narrates it. And so he basically befriended the guy who wrote the book, this white guy. And it's just like, it's a combination of like regular documentary style with like narrative play out of certain events. It's fucking brutal, man. And they don't mince any words in how horrible Europeans were across like, the first episode is all about Native Americans and like the shit that they did to them. Like, yeah, man, like, it's fucked up. And then he kind of like Raoul Peck interweaves his own story, which is interesting because he's an immigrant. It doesn't pull any punches. And again, like, the fact that this exists is crazy. Like, when you watch it, you're like, I mean, they're not trying to be nice to white people at all. Like, at all. It is amazing how fucking upfront it is. Wow. It's called, like, the according to Rotten Tomatoes, the info for this is an expansive exploration of the exploitative and genocidal aspects of European colonialism from America to Africa and its impact on society today. Nah, yo,
Fox News hasn't been talking about this. Like conservatives haven't watched this yet and been like,
yo, how are they not furious? How are they not furious over this? It's crazy to me. But it does tell me something, because on Rotten Tomatoes it has an 82%. The audience score is 62%. That's why people watch it. And they're like, whoa. This shit is way too, like, because there's no argument that it's not well done. It's incredibly well done. No.
They just don't like it talks about them because a lot of them are still the same way.
But it also deals with like the church and like, Raoul Peck doesn't pull any punches in this documentary. It is an amazing series. I've watched the first 2 episodes. So the last 2 are out now. It's good. Yeah. Exterminate All Brutes. Like it's brutal.
We'll definitely check that out.
Yeah, it's brutal. But each episode's like an hour, but highly recommend. All right. From there, I assume this is you, Tiara. Oh God. You watched the first 2 episodes of Q Into the Storm?
No, that's not the first one.
You're gonna
I watched
that very interesting title.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, like that just updated. I apologize. What is There Is No I in Threesome?
So I actually watched this.
Is this a documentary?
It's on HBO.
Yeah.
HBO has surprisingly become one of my favorite streaming services.
Oh, it's the best one. It is.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I chilling one night and I was like, let's just see what this is about,
Yeah.
right?
Let me see what Skinamax is up to. Yeah, okay.
I mean, guys, it's been quarantine. I mean, so like I was interested in this because it's about an engaged couple who are going to try out polyamory.
Wait, this is a documentary?
Yes.
Oh, damn. Okay. I'm listening.
And I think actually, I don't want to spoil it because I really think y'all should watch it. And what they find is that polyamory, it's working for a little while.
Until it don't.
Until it doesn't. But there's a twist at the end.
Mm-hmm. I bet it is.
And it is.
That's why it don't work, because only one person is doing the twist.
That's right.
Just won't get it done.
All right, so hold on. Let me ask a couple of very pointed questions.
Okay.
Is the dude the only one fucking around with other people?
No, they both are.
Oh, they both are. No, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work.
Here's the thing:
both
of them get into relationships, like actual like real relationships with other people, but they're with their person and they're FaceTiming their fiance, saying, "Oh yeah, we can't wait to get married." They're joking. Some of them even get together, all 3 of them. They go dancing, go on dates. Like, so they really do try to make it work until some things happen and you find out at the end what the twist is. So,
all right, is it just one? This is like one movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And like the director is the husband.
Oh, great.
And
does he just throw the camera in the last shot? Like, fuck this, I hate it.
And she's like, I mean, the wife, she's an actress or an artist or something like that. So she's very free.
Yeah.
And he's also like and he's also kind of artsy, but he's very like more introverted.
Hippies.
Yeah, this sounds like some real Sex 47 bullshit.
Ugly hippies.
Well,
hippies.
he looks like he's like a Jason Sudeikis type of build.
Real average.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at these pictures. Knock it off. This is exactly who I thought it would be. Get out of here.
I enjoyed it, and I was like, "This is an interesting experiment." But also I was like,
"Nah, B. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. But I think a lot of people, when they like, oh, we're poly Russia, it's just like the dudes just wants to bang other chicks, and then he's like, no, you stay home now.
No, she was having a good time.
I bet she was. She's better looking than him.
When they said when they agreed to do it, he was like, okay, we'll try it out. She was like, all right, let's do it. And she held by the rules and did everything she was supposed to do, or at least
she getting it from every which way. Of course, she was like, whatever.
Look, I couldn't do it.
I'm looking at these people.
No way.
If you're gonna do this, like why would you have the other person look like the partner that you're with right now. Like I'm looking at images of these people, and I'm assuming the husband is the guy with the beard and the dark hair.
Yes.
And the other guy has a beard and dark hair.
Yeah,
like,
he's the handsomer version of her husband.
Like, why wouldn't you just like go completely different? Right?
No, because she wishes he was better looking.
Because she has a type and she wants him to be better looking.
Yeah, that's what it is.
She ended up introducing the two of them, and she was like, I want you two to love each other like you love me.
No.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah.
She wanted like
you love me? Or like you love me?
there was some loving.
If this is your thing, fine, whatever.
But
she
wanted them to be close, like basically like one big polyamorous family.
No, fuck that dude. Get out of here.
Yo. I'm really not about that.
Nah, I shoot both of them in my bed. Like, nah, y'all gotta leave. Get the fuck out of here. No,
I've only known one other person who it was about that life, and it ain't work.
Nah, yo.
It worked for one of them.
Again, no. Again, no.
Because from her perspective, it looks like it's still going well.
Oh, don't do that.
Shut up, yo.
Don't do that to that man. Don't do that to that man. No, I never understood the idea of polyamory, like a one-sided polyamorous relationship. I never understood.
But here's the thing: he gets into a relationship too.
Yeah, but like it clearly wasn't that serious. His girl ain't on the poster. Like her nigga is on the poster. Yo. Like, come on. Like that's yo. She gonna end up with that other dude. Well, I'm telling you right now, he's a better looking version of that guy, and they gonna break up.
Well, you should watch it.
Yeah, I'm right. Just like I could guess the Kong versus Godzilla plot, I can guess the plot to this.
I didn't put this on the docket, but I did try to watch that. I tapped out after 30 minutes, and I was like, whatever.
Yeah, if you'd have hung on for 10 more minutes, you'd have made it to the first.
I couldn't. I was, and it was on a Friday night, and I had nothing to do. I was folding clothes, and I was like,
I told you the best way to watch it is just to find the fights and then just watch them. That's it.
I got to do that, sorry. But otherwise, no. No, I can tell you right now, she broke up with this dude, and she married that other guy, and that's fucked up. And this nigga had to record it because he the director. He got to take video of their wedding day now.
She was also working on the project. This is their project together.
White people are weird. White people are weird, man.
And also, I guess if it helps, I think they're from like Australia or something. So
it doesn't help. It don't help them. No, yo, I like. If my wife came to me on some bullshit like we need help, no, I want a divorce. No, don't try it with me. Get out of here. No.
Aww.
No, hell no. I couldn't do it. Oh, I'm at my boyfriend's house. Oh, really? Y'all there right now? I'll be over in a minute.
Yeah.
No.
He went out on a date with them, and
that dude's a cuck. This dude's a cuck. Like he is. He is what conservatives refer to as a cuck. He is 100% a cuck.
Like he's not a dancer. He doesn't like to really dance and stuff like that. But he just watched his fiance and the other guy dance, and then they went right back to planning the wedding.
Nah, we gotta fight. We gotta fight outside.
Do you have to fight if everyone agrees?
No, I don't agree.
That's why you fight.
Yeah, no, we fight.
One person does not agree.
Nah.
Wow.
Nah, yo. She brought a better looking version of me. Like, nah, yo, we gotta fight. Like me and that dude gotta fight.
Wow. What about the kids, Jay? What about the kids?
Yo, they got kids?
No, I'm talking about you. What about the kids?
Nah.
No? Okay. All right.
I'm definitely not having a polyamorous relationship if I have a kid. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, this is Uncle Tim. Nigga, if you don't get your ass out of my house. No. Nope.
Well, okay.
I'm gonna watch it though. I'm gonna watch this. I'm definitely gonna watch it, yeah, but that's crazy. No, this guy is out of his mind.
I loved it. I thought it was great.
That poor bastard. All right. You watched the first 2 episodes of Q Into the Storm.
Yeah. What the hell? What is happening? This little dude in this wheelchair, Fred. His name is Fred.
Yeah.
Why why are you in the Philippines? Like, what is?
He was there so that he could work on 8chan. He needed help. He's actually, the funny thing is, you've only watched the first 2 episodes. He's actually a sympathetic character. Like, you don't hate him by the end. You don't.
The other, so I got to the part where
that's not who you hate.
where the dad was like, I'm not too political, but I'm gonna machine gun. I'm gonna round up all the politicians and machine gun them. Then I'm take their supporters or their staff members and machine gun them. And then for me, I'm just gonna stand here, I guess, and let other people know that this is what happens if you get machine gun. And I'm like, yo, this dude he's insane. But also I'm thinking like,
he's crazy.
Why are you're up here talking about like, I'm in the Philippines, so I really don't pay attention to political stuff. I'm like, but you do though.
Yeah. No, he's absolutely not apolitical. Jim Watkins is a fucking liar.
I saw that Gamergate was mentioned in here, and I was like, that makes sense. And basically, I don't like to do the thing like, you know, these dudes aren't getting laid, which is why they like this. Like, but
it's why.
Yeah, I mean, it is, but also I'm like, they clearly don't see women as human beings, right? It all comes down to like some hatred of women. But then there's this woman in California, Southern California, in Huntington Beach, where a lot of the Trumpies are.
Yeah, super conservative.
Who is just I think what's jarring to me is like these people. Some of these people look like normal people that you would just see at the grocery store, hang out at the beach, and then they open their mouths and they're like, the Comet store on Mass Ave in DC is harboring babies.
Yeah, because they're crazy.
And they been in there?
No, I've only driven by it.
Oh, Comet Pizza?
Yeah.
Yo, they gotta like the front of the place has like tables where you can eat, and the rear of the place has ping pong tables.
Yeah, that's where they kill kids.
That's it.
No.
Yeah.
No, it isn't. They got in the basement is where they keep all the child raping going on. Don't worry about the fact that they don't even have a basement. I mean, it's irrelevant, right?
So I stopped at the first 2 because this shit is scary. It's like real. I don't know. How do you fix this misinformation? Like, and it makes me wonder. Like, do you have to regulate social media platforms or basically the internet? How much free speech is too free? Because I'm just thinking like you can't just say stuff because people believe you. And I do wonder how many people are not completely there, like mentally, and who are probably susceptible to these things. But just knowing that people create this whole platform where you can be influential to millions of people around the world, and this is why you do it. This is by telling them lies, and also including and basically giving them a place where they're like, it can be the wild, wild west of saying anything. And I'm like, so basically a bunch of racist ass shit.
Yeah, you never been on 4chan before?
No. Yeah,
it's pretty horrible. And it's gotten regulated down pretty heavily over the last number of years. But no, I remember someone showing me 4chan like back in its heyday. I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like, isn't it funny? No, nigga, it's not funny. I find this shit horrible. But it's, I mean, look, not to make it, I mean, this isn't about us or anything, but I look at some of the crazy comments we get on like Black on Black Cinema on YouTube. There's a lot of crazy people on the internet, like a lot, that say just not things that like, I don't agree with that, like crazy things, crazy. Oh, and then the devil's going to come and get all of you for your opinions on this. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? They're crazy.
And these people are like, well, Q says messages, Donald Trump said, please stand by and gave some sort of signal. And we found Q in this video game or in this movie. And I'm just like, what are you like? It's not, I feel like it's not real.
None of it's real.
It's not. But like with people, I kind of feel pity in a way because I'm like, you believe in this central thing and everything around you is telling you this is not true. And the guy, Donald Trump, does not believe in this. He doesn't give 2 fucks about you or your movement. He doesn't believe in anything, and only anything that can make him get more power, right? but you don't see that. But if anyone if anyone shows you proof, you move the goalposts as to why. It's why I know it's part of the bigger plan.
Yeah. Look, I find all of it fascinating, like scary but fascinating. So, yeah, good. Yeah. Keep watching because it gets crazier, like a lot crazier.
I'm gonna take my time because I can't do this in one sitting.
Yeah, that's understandable. All right, why are you watching the show? Selling Sunset. I've tried to watch the show.
This is my jam. I cannot wait until the next season comes.
Isn't this like the bunch of like crazy rich white women selling like crazy houses?
So it's about Jay, I thought that you would
no.
Actually be
no.
I think you were like the host of the show because there's two guys who are like 5'5" and they're bald.
All right. Relax. You know what? Relax. I don't like anyone on this show. Everyone is fake.
And basically they sell homes in Los Angeles. And I just like to watch it because the homes are beautiful. And I'm just like, yeah, okay. So this house is what? This house is $40 million. Man, you better get out of my face. I'll pay $3 million knowing that I don't got no
kind of money. But these dudes are mad short. Like they're mad short. Yeah, they just hire basically women who couldn't be models, like to work for them to sell the dream of like to rich single dudes. Like, you could sleep with this woman if you bought this house. They're like, I'll buy 2 of them.
No, I mean, not exactly. So they actually do sell to like a lot of like families and stuff like that. And they make pretty good money on the commission. Like
I bet they do. I bet they do. Good
so
Lord.
They're not exactly like struggling. But what drew me to the show was like seeing how one of the hosts, she used to be married to Justin Hartley, who was on Smallville and is now on This Is Us, plays Kevin. This is
that white brother. Oh, okay, yeah, all right,
yeah.
I see it. Yep.
And they were married for a little while, but then he texts her and says he wants a divorce.
God damn.
And that plays
on the show?
On the show.
All right, come on.
And like,
oh, come on, yo, that's insane.
And everyone is
don't come home.
Yeah, and it's like, and she's hosting an event one night. And she's like saying, yeah, okay, you can meet my husband and whatever. And then the next day she doesn't come into the office and everyone is like, why isn't she here? And then you just see everyone's phones go off and it's TMZ saying, Justin Hartley files for divorce via text message. And you see her going home to her family and stuff like that. And
that's crazy. TV is insane.
And like, what's funny is that I've been like keeping up to see like, has he said anything? He hasn't said a word about it. And now it's just gone away.
Yeah, fuck y'all.
So that's my shit. One of the women on there is like 30 or whatever, but she looks like a good 45. But she's also evil, an evil white woman.
That's why.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't like the look of any of these people. Like I just don't. I don't like this look. Yeah, I don't care for it. I don't. Blech.
It is my reality TV trash. I think it's like probably the only reality show I watch, other than like HGTV shows.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, and then Jay, do you watch Flip or Flop, or have you watched Flip or Flop?
A while ago.
Well, you remember how they used to be a couple?
Yeah, they got divorced or some shit, right?
Yeah, one of the other blonde hosts is the new guy's fiance, and she looks just like his ex-wife.
Nah, everybody in this picture is awful. Everyone in it, ugh.
And also, it's not everybody. Like, it's not the whole. Like the whole people, everyone who works there isn't on the show. So there are people who also work in that same building, but they just didn't want to be on camera.
The ones who are not fucking models, like real estate people who are just ugly and just doing a job.
I mean, it's real. I've gone to the listing and I'm like, how can I get in touch with this person? Because I have questions.
Yeah, like how does anyone find the money to afford any of these houses?
They pillage from
from poor
their
people.
advocacy. That's how they do it.
That's what I would do. All right, let's talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Episode 4, shit got super real. Micah was really upset that black women were in this episode. He got pissed. He didn't think they should be there. Yeah, it was horrible. Couldn't believe what he said.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, people believe me. They believe anything.
Apparently. All you have to do is put in a meme.
Yeah, no, memes are real. Memes are a way to get news out. That's how it works.
This is how 4chan and all that shit.
Yeah, just memes.
A problem.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think this was the best episode. I think so. Some people thought it dragged a little bit. I didn't feel that way. I mean, it certainly isn't the most like. It isn't the deepest episode, but I just thought it was a lot of fun.
This is the episode where like characters develop, right? Like you get to see Carly's point of view. You get to Sam does what he does as a person who tries to get veterans, talk to them to get them acclimated back to the real world. As a counselor, he goes and he counsels Carly and he tries to see her point of view, and you see her humanity, and you see what it's like. Oh wow, like maybe Sam is bringing her to it, right? And then we all know what's going to happen, right? Like fucking Sergeant USA comes in and he's just like, "You're under arrest," and then Carly is just like, "Oh, is that how it is?" And it's like, "Oh fuck, no," right? So a lot of the things, I think people think that it drags because you've seen these tropes before in spy action movies,
sure,
or in movies in general, right? Like you can kind of guess where the plot is going, but I keep saying it. There's nothing wrong with a predictable story if it's told well.
Yeah,
and I think it's told. I think it was excellent, man. I agree. This is the darkest episode. It's the best episode because it once again. It drills down on character, and you can see Carly's point of view a little better.
Which was always where they should have gone. They always should have gone that way. I think they're going to kind of end up in the end. This is just not even wild speculation, but just sort of a speculative plot device is that in the end, you're going to see Sam advocating for something similar to what Carly is advocating for, but with obviously different means, right? Like,
yeah, he even says it.
It's like, I agree with you.
I agree with you. I just don't agree with how you're going about doing it.
Right. Which is a good villain. That's why she's a good villain.
Yeah, that's because she's compelling, man. You don't even have to say villain because people get mad when you say villain.
She's a villain.
She's an antagonist. Sure. And she is, and she's written pretty well for what this is. You know what I mean? John Walker's like descent into
wideness.
Like this is. I would love to hear like a right leaning perspective on this character because he is so much white grievance personified, right?
Yes.
Like, and he thinks that what he's doing is right. And I believe that those people, believe in what they believe. Like they firmly believe in what they believe.
Right.
But he's so insecure. And he's so pathetic. But he's always trying to not be, right? And I get it, right? Like
they weren't even super soldiers.
They weren't even super soldiers, right? Like,
they whooped his ass.
You get put in this impossible task of being the next Captain America, and Steve Rogers, Captain, Steve Rogers was, he was the Superman.
Yeah, he was perfect.
Universe. He's perfect. He's as perfect as a human being can be. And you get put in this impossible task. And he's, I can't remember who said it. I think it was you. But the difference between Steve and John is that John is an excellent soldier.
Yeah.
But Steve was a good man.
Right, which all brings back to to Cap 1, right? With Dr. Erskine. That's what he said.
Yeah.
That's what you have to be
in
order to be a good person. You have to be a good person. Anybody could take orders. A dog could take orders.
Right.
But you got to be a good human being.
Yeah.
And that's something that John Walker isn't. And I fucking love this show, man.
Me too. So I rewatched the first Cap again, and John is that bully that Tommy Lee Jones's character wanted to get the super soldier serum.
Yeah.
He is exactly why Dr. Erskine was like, no, fuck that. But also, Micah, I also noticed that, like, how easily John just follows orders and doesn't stop and question.
He's a good soldier.
That's
what good
soldier.
soldiers do.
Whereas,
follow orders.
Whereas Steve would follow. Steve has respect for authority, but not so much so where he's not willing to question it. Right?
He's not an automaton.
Right.
That's literally the whole point of Civil War. That's the whole movie. Is you were told to do this? Nope.
No, it's not the right thing to do.
It's not the right thing to do.
But also John's arrogance. Wow. So I said this on Facebook, but like the part where
I think it's faux arrogance, but go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, the same kind of arrogance we see in the workplace from some white men who are unqualified for their jobs. But the part where he challenges Sam, because Sam is getting in his ass about ruining the thing with Carly. And he's like, you know, do you really want to do this right now? And maybe I should put the shield down to make it a fair fight, Sam. And I'm just thinking, like, you're talking to the person that Steve wanted to succeed him. You were talking to the person who turned down the shield.
Right.
Who Steve personally picked. But also you're talking to an Avenger. And I don't know if anyone else noticed this, but during the fight with the super soldiers at the end, Sam was holding his own against Carly's little super soldiers. So
he held his own against the Dora Milaje. Like he did.
He did. So, I mean, just to see John Walker think that just because you're holding this hunk of metal, which the shield becomes that when it's in the wrong hands, right? It's not as great as it could be because the person who is wielding it isn't worthy of it, right?
Right.
Mjolnir. But shut up. But I'm just thinking, like, you John, you're so far out of your depth, and I wish that he had the decency to have said no to taking up the mantle and just keep it in the museum. But that's not what
that's not what a soldier does.
Human nature. That's not human nature.
It's also not what a perfect soldier would do.
Right. That's what makes Sam a good man. That's what makes Sam different.
Right.
Like they even do it in the show. Zemo asked Sam, would you have taken the super soldier serum? And Sam says no in a heartbeat.
Yep.
And Battlestar asks John, or John asks Battlestar if he would take it. Battlestar's like, fuck yeah, man. Like, do you know how many people we could have saved if we were super soldiers?
Right.
And then, you know, that's like, and John is like, yeah.
That's why I want to take it, to save people. Right. Yeah.
Well, I don't dismiss the John Walker character because he's the obvious impotent man, right? Like he is a very well written, if very cliched character. He's a very well written character.
Well,
and he's interesting.
Well, and you know, there's also the other aspect of this, right? Which is, John is well written, but John is well written from the aspect of all of the things that we know about the origin of Steve, right? And that's where watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier works well, right? Like, oh, this is a good show, whatever. But if you've seen all of these movies, you have a far deeper understanding of why it really matters, right? Like, again, Erskine says in Cap 1, it's, better to be, not to be a perfect soldier, but be a good man, right? Which is by far one of the most important fucking lines in the entire MCU, right? Like, it does not get enough credit for it literally being the impetus for Steve as an entire character, and now this entire series, arguably. Because even he has to become a good man to wield Mjolnir later on, right? He has to be honest to Tony even when it hurts him, right? Like, that's the point of that character. So even from the very beginning, we've established this idea of a soldier versus a good man. Even in the beginning of this series, somebody, I think it might have been Bucky or somebody else, says to Sam, you're a good man, right? Like he literally uses that phrase. It's being used as a setup for where you're going, right? Because my guess is at the end of this series, when it comes down to Bucky and Sam having the shield back after they beat the brakes off of John Walker, which I cannot wait for, my guess is they're going to have to decide who wields it. And Bucky is going to be like, you're a good man, and I was just a soldier, dude. Like, and I got a lot of fucked up shit with me. I should not have this.
Yeah, he should never wield that shield.
Right, he shouldn't, right? Like, that's why even in the comics, when he did wield it, it felt weird. Like, it just felt weird, right? So it does need to go to somebody who is a good man first, right? And Sam is. Like, this guy is like, he's trying to save his family's boat while being an Avenger. He is trying to talk this woman down where he could have just fought Carly, right? Like, he could have just grabbed her ass and tried to, throw her off a building or something. That's not what he did. He went to what his strength was, which is, negotiating and talking to people, right? This human element. So,
and it's not like he was putting on, right? Like he really
no, he believes
wanted to, he believed it. Like someone brought this up, like how Steve said that Wanda was just a kid and trying to deal with her. And he mirrored that to Sam saying that about Carly. Like she's just a lost kid who just needs to be talked to.
Yeah. Yeah. So look, I think Sam is a compelling character in a lot of ways, but also Sam's journey is mirroring Steve's journey, right? Like I would love to see at the end, like Micah said, them to change the logo to be Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Like I think that would be dope.
That's going to be like the last thing you see.
Yeah.
At the end of episode 6 is that it's, or you'll see the mid credits or whatever, but you will see it as Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Or that's one of the few predictions I'm going to make.
I think it's a cool prediction.
Did they ever give any indication like of what this show is setting up for?
No,
these characters afterwards.
No, they haven't.
Honestly, I think it's just setting up for the new status quo, right? Like if you don't watch this show and only watch the movies, at the end of Endgame, you'll see that Steve gives the shield to Sam, and that's that. And then in the next movie, Sam will be Captain America. It would make sense to you if you only watch the movies,
right? But
this show is more of a detailed look at that, right?
Right.
And I that's what I think it's going to do. I also think, like last week, I said that I don't really trust Sharon, and I'm
you're all
she's
the way there.
Power broker, guys. Like she's the power broker. Like,
I mean, it does make the most sense.
It's obvious to me, right?
I hope she's not, though. I would love if that's the swerve, is that everybody, is so sure. But it makes sense. Like, I'm not mad if it is her. Like, I'm not mad at her at all.
Right. But look, swerve me. I don't give a shit. I don't live and die by these things.
Right. It doesn't matter.
It was nice to see Bucky become free from Hydra's control. Like seeing him kind of go through.
Yeah, and then those black women put a fail safe in his arm. How dare they?
How dare they?
That they gave him.
Those blacks in Wakanda, I tell you.
Those goddamn ableist female soldiers.
Yeah, they call them ableist. That's the wildest shit.
For taking away the arm of a super soldier assassin.
You better have a fail safe. What are you talking about? You got to murder. Like that whole scene was dope as fuck. Like they were just. I know John Walker's back hurt when they kicked that nigga into that spear.
He put his hand on Io. I was like,
this ain't gonna work out well for you. Like don't do that.
And like what's her name? The other one. Like doing like the shield flip up in the arm.
No, that was a level of disrespect I supported 100%.
I was like, that to me that was a subtle reminder like of them saying like, remember where this metal came from.
Right, this is our shit. Like, we let y'all borrow it. Like, knock it off. No, yo, like having somebody else kick up Cap's shield and like kick it up and wear it. And she was like, nah, leave it. Like, we don't need it. Fuck them. It was like, oh, she was like, yo, I'm the captain now. Like, knock it off. Like, she should have taken it. Yo, he was so sad.
No, they don't need it. Like,
they really don't. Clearly not.
This is a trash can lid to us in Wakanda. The fuck out of here, yo.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. Like, Sam was like, "We should do something to help," and Bucky's like, "We're looking strong, John."
Bucky is. Look, if you've ever seen Blind Spotting, Bucky is the nigga that they out here looking for.
Yeah,
and
he is. That's exactly right.
He is the one that you need to make sure you a friend with, but not too close of a friend.
No, he a psycho,
yeah. Yeah, he gets you in trouble. But like when shit goes down, you need that friend. You need that crazy motherfucking friend.
Bucky was like, something's off with Walker. He's crazy, and I know because I'm crazy.
It was like, okay. Look, that scene that they're showing for the mid-season trailer where Walker's like, is Walker, Sam, and Bucky, and Walker's like, you guys don't want to do this, and I guess that's where they're getting ready to fight, right? And you just see Bucky look down at the shield, which clearly still has blood on it. So my guess is that's this week's episode. And he was just like, yeah, we do. Like, I can't wait to see how they pull that off, because that clearly is mirroring
Civil War.
Yeah. I mean, like everything about this show is good because it's telling this deeper story and everything else, but it's also mirroring so many incredible moments from the MCU with Cap, right? Like, here you have Walker kill this guy, decapitate him with the shield. He uses the exact same move that he stopped Tony with. Like, that's the difference. Walker goes full board, and Steve goes, yeah, I can't kill this guy. Like, even if, he's trying to kill my friend and I don't agree with him and all this, and whatever extra shit he has with Tony that, he can't stand, he pulled back and just disabled him, right? And then left his shield. It's like, fine, you can have it.
Also, the guy that John Walker killed grew up a Captain America fan.
Yeah, that was important to show. Yeah.
And so to be killed by that same shield, I was like, that's...
And he didn't even kill Battlestar.
That whole last sequence, man, like it was the most unsubtle thing in the world.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
But god damn, I loved it, dude. Like,
yeah, that image is like...
The ending scene, yeah.
It will live in infamy, like in the MCU. Like that, oof.
So it was like Thunderbolt Ross anywhere gonna rein him in?
Nah, they good. Like, don't worry about it.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So the U.S. government is about to disavow the fuck out of John Walker, and that's how you will get his comic book name, right? Like he's nope, he is no longer Captain America. He is a rogue U.S. agent, and we do not associate with him at all.
Yeah.
And he has stolen government property in that shield, and nope.
Yeah. My guess is they'll disavow him publicly and use him to do covert shit, right? Because they're not going to waste all that money like, oh, this nigga got super soldier powers. Like, no, they're not going to throw him away. But you can't be Captain America. You'll knock it off. You're a psychopath. And so it's going to come down to whether or not he wants to give up the shield, which he clearly doesn't, and Sam and Bucky are going to go get it.
So another character whose growth I really love, and I hope he just stays forever, Zemo. He is great. It's just so enjoyable to watch.
He is what's that saying about the devil and making you the devil's the greatest trick the devil pulled was making you think he don't exist.
Yep.
Like, the greatest trick Zemo is pulling is making you motherfuckers love him.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
I know.
He's a piece of
awful.
Shit, but just because he's doing this shit, nah.
I just think he's funny, and he's very like he's definitely on some super soldier serum just hanging around here after I just shot you. Fuck that. I am true. When I say I don't want any more super soldiers, I'm stepping on all of this shit that he could have just taken. He could have just taken and sold it, but he was like, "No, I really don't want any more of you." At least he's clear about his beliefs. I am looking forward to the moment when they have a showdown with him whenever they find out where the fuck he went.
Here's the thing. If Marvel is smart, and they are incredibly smart, there's no way they don't set him up to run a Thunderbolts team. There's no way they don't. He's too likable as a villain. He's a great villain. They got the mask down perfect. Like, he looks too good, and he's too conniving and like kind of funny and like, yeah, no, he's a perfect villain, like a long-term villain. I can totally see them giving him, the Thunderbolts to run. Like, I could totally see that happening. So
I don't know what that is.
It's a villain team, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, it eventually becomes a villain team. So, yeah, no, I would be cool with it. So, who knows? Who knows where this goes? But I'm looking forward to episode 5. I mean, we only have 2 episodes left, but
I'm so sad. I mean, I know it's like a 6-hour long movie, but I really it just makes me want to watch Winter Soldier over and over again.
Yeah. I mean, those are the best movies in the MCU, in my opinion.
Right.
The Cap movies are. But I also, at the same time, I love me some ridiculous like tech. So I'm really excited for Armor Wars. Like give me Rhodey going over there and kicking ass. Like, that's what I want. I want more robots and suits. So yeah, Falcon and Winter Soldier again, hitting on all cylinders. All right, Micah, you have this science and tech story.
Researchers at MIT's Laboratory for Atomistic and Molecular Mechanics and an artist named Tomas Soracio, I don't know.
Sure.
Teamed up to create sonic structures based on the typical appearance of spider webs, as spiders rely heavily on sound to navigate the world. The spiders live in an environment of vibrating strings, says engineer Marcus Bueller of MIT. They don't see very well, so they sense the world through their vibrations, which have different frequencies. We're trying to generate synthetic signals to basically speak the language of the spider. If we expose them to certain patterns of rhythms and vibrations, we can affect what they do and begin to communicate with them. Those are exciting ideas.
No, this is a terrible idea.
Army of spiders.
No, this is how Spider-Man happens, and not in a good way. No,
this is Spider-Man has a villain. I think he's called the 1000 or something like that. It is a bunch of spiders in a human meat sack. Like, it's fucking wild, because it, like, the spiders break out and then it's just
no,
I'm good. Please I don't need any of that. No. I don't. No, fuck off.
I mean, from a science perspective, this seems pretty cool, but we don't need this.
Yeah, he's called the 1000.
Yeah, Carl King.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Oh, they have a video on like what. So this is what the sound of a spider web sounds like. Okay.
Yeah, it basically just kind of sounds like an orchestra tuning up.
Oh, interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
I mean, all right, cool.
Nah, kill it where it lives. Get out of here. No, thank you. No, I'm definitely not any of that 1000.
Well, man, who doesn't want if Jurassic if those Jurassic World movies can have genetically engineered dinosaur soldiers? What's wrong with having an army of controllable spiders?
Only if they can attack our enemies. But that means we can never take over Australia because those people are impervious to this shit. No.
Yeah, that's where they all live.
Yeah.
Just fly over to other countries.
Yeah, just drop spider bombs all over our enemies. All right, let's go to look forward. Lightning round.
Look forward to the lightning round.
There you go.
Indiana Jones 5 update. Mads Mikkelsen joins Harrison Ford and Phoebe Waller-Bridge in the sequel.
I didn't even know they were doing another one of these. How old is Harrison Ford? Like 80?
Yo, Harrison
They're
Ford
going to keep doing these until Harrison Ford drops dead, because Harrison Ford absolutely loves the Indiana Jones character. He hates Han Solo.
Yep.
But he loves Indiana Jones.
Okay.
And
Harrison Ford is 78 years old.
he's going to keep doing him to the day he dies.
Good for him.
He says that this is the last one. I don't believe him.
He's probably going to die right after this. So, yes, this probably is the last one.
I thought Shia LaBeouf was supposed to take this over. Wasn't he like in one of them?
Yeah, they were like, nah.
Even the movie, it's like they were filming the movie, and the movie was like, I don't think so. At the end, Indy gets married to the woman from the first movie, and they walk out the chapel, and Mutt, his son, Mutt Williams, is there at the chapel, and Indy puts his hat on. And he and I forget the woman's name. They walk out the chapel. Wind blows. The hat blows off his head. You see the shot of the hat on the ground. You see Shia LaBeouf reach down to pick up the hat, literally passing the torch. And then you see Harrison Ford come back. No, kid, and he takes his hat back and puts it back on his head because
that's hilarious.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, that's great. I love Mads Mikkelsen. I won't be seeing this in theaters though.
I haven't seen the last one, so
the last one was so bad.
Yeah, I know. That's why
didn't it come out forever ago? It came out 15 years ago, right?
Easily 15 years ago. Easily 15.
It's been a while.
It's been a minute.
I don't need this.
The hope is to start production this summer.
You better hurry up. The fuck?
With Mangold meeting with other talent for other roles in preparation for production. Plot details are vague on what new adventure awaits Indiana Jones.
Matt Mikkelsen is the villain. All right, let's just get.
I mean, right?
Come
on. Who are we kidding, right? Who are we kidding?
Yeah.
Look, the last one took place in like the 50s.
Okay.
So I am presuming that they are going to have to. They're gonna have to update this to take place in like the 70s, right?
Yo, I'm not ready for an Indiana Jones movie in the swinging 70s. Like that's
why, Jay?
That's just weird. Like then we gotta see a scene of Indiana Jones going to key parties. I don't need this. I don't need it.
How do you think Indiana Jones would fare with black people? Because Indy fought the Nazis, right? Like, so I would imagine that he.
I mean, didn't Americans fight the Nazis?
But
I mean, yeah, that's a solid argument, yo. It don't mean nothing. She's not wrong. She's not wrong.
No, you're not.
Surely he would be free qual. Well, hold on a second.
We were literally just talking about a show where one of the main characters is a 100-year-old assassin and told the black character, just give him your ID. Don't make a fight.
Yeah.
How do you think Indiana Jones will react?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm not seeing it. Or I'm not seeing it in theater. Certainly not.
I'll watch it.
It comes out in 2022. Does this come out around the same time as African American Adam?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, cool. June, July, right?
I'm excited.
If I got the choice between the two, I'm gonna go with the known property.
Oh no, yo! I'm gonna go see Black Adam before I go see Indiana Jones 12. Like, no.
No. I mean, I'm asking like which one is actually coming out on July in that summer.
Well, if Harrison Ford lives through it, sure.
I'm willing to believe The Rock at this point. I mean, nobody gets quads like that if they're not doing a movie.
His quads always look like that. And why are they so big? Deformed.
Gross. They look like a 90s drawn comic book character.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's kind of what he's going for. All right, gross.
Next up. So
this is not a thing.
So the fantastic is this?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Fast.
I haven't seen the trailer for this yet.
What?
Fast and the Furious. Well, you need to watch it.
I'm gonna watch it a little bit.
Yeah, you need to watch it. If you are starting to wonder how the Fast and Furious franchise, how far it can go, then this next bit is for you. With Universal Studios being the home of both Jesus Christ, Fast and Furious and the Jurassic Park films. F9 director Justin Lin was asked if he would want to see the two franchises cross over in a movie. That's right. The Fast and Furious franchise crossing over with the Jurassic Park franchise.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, why not? He said, well, I've never said never to anything.
Yeah, I know. We've watched the movies, dude. There is no bottom.
And the fact that part of our philosophy is to never be boxed in or labeled, that's all I will say. So, look, spoiler alert, Tiara. It looks like they're going into low orbit in the next
Are you serious? Should I watch the trailer right now?
You know what? No, because I don't want you to like save it for the trailer section.
Okay.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it at the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, like what else can you do? They got another movie coming out, right?
I think they have two more movies coming out.
I thought. Oh, they're splitting the last one into two.
Oh, that's right. Because 10 is supposed to be two movies.
Yeah.
Because there's so much story to tell. That they just can't.
You can't fit it all in.
I
all that plot detail. Get the fuck out of here. We need cars. All right. We know. God, shut up.
I got flying cars now. There you go. All right, yo.
This is the best thing that ever happened to Tyrese's career. Like
it is, man.
No, he's great in these movies. He's great.
Yeah,
he's great.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen to him after this franchise ends.
They're going to spin it off. That's what's going to happen.
With Ludacris,
yeah, I 100%, and I'd watch it. Yep, absolutely.
So I would actually love if Universal could actually turn this into a ride.
Oh, 100%.
I think it already is.
I mean crossing over Fast and Furious. Like you just drive through and there's like a T-Rex or raptors that are chasing you. I would totally do that.
Yeah, that's like that Jurassic Park game they had back in the day. But the cars are just faster now. Like instead of a Jeep, you're in some sort of Mustang or Camaro.
Who has the Transformers license? It's not Universal, right?
Hasbro has it, but I don't know who has it.
What movie studio?
Yeah,
I don't think it's Universal. I mean, that would be
that's the most logical, right?
The most logical thing, right? Like to have those clowns in Transformers. God, I want to see a Transformers movie in this universe.
No, Michael, we don't do logical. We do the impossible.
All right. Get the fuck out of here. Look, I can't wait. Yeah.
Every time I say I'm out with these movies, I see a trailer.
There's no
I'm
out.
just like, you know what? All right, I'm in.
Okay. I'm so excited to watch it.
Yo, it's
John Cena is Dominic Toretto's brother. All right, whatever, yo. Whatever.
Yo, what kind of he's better be a half brother, because like that should, or adopted, because that shit don't make no sense. By the way, Paramount owns Transformers.
Paramount, okay.
Yeah.
Look, I need that to happen, man. I need Fast and the Furious to merge with Transformers, man.
That would be fun with me.
With Vin Diesel driving or fighting against or with Optimus Prime or some shit.
Yeah, he's got to drive Optimus Prime at some point.
He's got to drive Optimus Prime, but then I need Vin Diesel to climb out of the window at 200 miles an hour on the Peterbilt, ride the fucking Peterbilt on the hood, right, and then fucking Optimus Prime transforms while Vin Diesel jumps off, and then he jumps up in the air. While he's in the air, Optimus transforms, and then he lands, and Vin Diesel lands right there on his shoulder.
I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back.
Like, I'm just gonna leave. Get the fuck out of here.
Like now, in this scenario, are The Rock and Jason Statham back? Because The Rock is going to be
whatever.
They all get their own Transformer that matches their ridiculous personality.
The Rock will want to fight a Transformer. I know he will. So why not? he wants to punch Megatron in the face. No.
And you know what?
Let him punch Starscream in the face. I love Starscream, but let him punch Starscream in the face.
I'm fine with
Why
that.
not?
Yeah. And it would look cool. It would look cool as fuck.
It'll look like something. It will be fucking nuts.
I want the because you know how the Transformers they're aliens, so they just look at the cars and then they're like, all right, I scanned it and now I'm going to be a Peterbilt, right? Now I'm going to be a Camaro, right? I need them to look at the cast of Fast and the Furious and then transform into giant robot versions.
Yo, shut the fuck up.
Yo, just to let you know, people are gonna be like, yo, this is racist as fuck when they look at Tyrese and they'll be like, I know what you like. You like the extra shiny spinning rims.
I don't give a
He should just be a bus that has Coca-Cola in it. Like that should be his transfer.
What was that black Transformer in the first one? And I think he ended up dying or some shit like that.
Yeah, it was. Oh,
Jazz or something like that. Yeah,
Jazz is traditionally the black one. Right? Yeah. He was Scatman Crothers voiced him in G1, and I think the eldest son from Family Matters voiced him in the first Transformers movie.
Said,
yeah, wow,
yeah. I want to see robot versions of the family. That's what I want to see.
Okay, you should pitch that.
I did.
Just now.
No, to them. To them.
They can listen. It's free. This is $1 billion idea. Literally. A multi.
We give them away every other week. I would just,
You pitch it to Justin Lin and then you get paid and then the whole network gets paid.
No. I worked for this.
Yeah, fuck these other guys. This is my idea.
I worked for this harebrained scheme.
Right. Exactly. All right, next up.
Aquaman 2 casts Game of Thrones actor Pilu Asbelek. He played Euron Greyjoy.
Yeah, this guy was an asshole in Game of Thrones.
That's Joshua Jackson's doppelganger.
I could see it.
I don't know who Joshua Jackson is.
Hey, he's from Dawson's Creek.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I saw that he's going to be in an undisclosed role or something like that. Okay, he's a really good actor. He knows how to play a really good villain if he's playing a villain. Are y'all excited for Aquaman 2?
I'm not excited for it.
Yeah, I thought Aquaman was fine. I thought it was fine.
Yeah, hopefully it's got a little less pit bull in it.
Oh, that song was so bad.
It took me a second to think. I was like, I didn't see any pit bulls in this movie. Yeah. Am I missing something?
Yeah, Mr. Worldwide had a terrible fucking song. What was it?
He did Toto's Africa, right?
Yeah, I was like, this is bad. Like,
yeah, it was
like
bad.
This is pretty bad. Yeah, he's never gonna take that suit off, is he? Pitbull go wear that suit forever. But yeah, look, that's fine. Look, I thought the first one was a pretty fun time. The writing was a little not great.
It wasn't very good.
Yeah, the writing wasn't great. But I thought James Wan did a pretty good job directing it. So I think if they can make it a little bit tighter, it definitely doesn't need to be 3 hours. Then yeah, tighten up the script a little bit, and it's a pretty cool adventure story. I think it's one of DC's better movies, to be honest.
I really enjoyed this one. It's my third or fourth favorite one.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
DCU films.
It's just way too long. Like 3 hours is way too long for this movie. Jason Momoa and what's her name have no chemistry, so they should probably fix it. Amber Heard, 0.
Yeah,
they have 0 chemistry. So whatever, that's fine. All right, so this guy's in it. That's cool.
Next up, we get a first look at the new cast for the reboot of the Wonder Years. I keep forgetting this show is happening, and I keep forgetting that it's a black family.
Yeah.
Oh, look at all this chocolate. Oh, they chocolate.
They dark too.
Yes.
Yeah.
They are black.
Oh, I recognize this one actress. She's pretty good.
I recognize Dule Hill. That guy's awesome.
Yes.
Dule Hill, Saikon
Singlo.
Mm-hmm.
And she's great.
And Laura Karayuki are the mother or the father, mother, and sister. And the series' main star is Elijah E.J. Williams as Dean Williams.
You know who's doing the, we didn't talk about this last week. Do you know who is doing the grown-up version of him and is doing the narration?
One of my favorite actors.
Yeah, Don Cheadle. That kid looks like Don Cheadle, actually.
Let me see. Yes,
he does look like him.
It's the eyes and it's a smirk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the idea of Don Cheadle doing the narration for this. That's pretty fun to me. I have never seen Dule Hill in anything I didn't like him in. Never. Yeah. Like, I like that guy in everything. From Ballers to what was that show that he did like on USA?
I know what you mean.
Psych.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was good on that. Like, he can play like pretty serious roles and like pretty goofy comedic roles too. So him as the dad on this, like, you got me. I'm in. I will watch this. I mean, this is produced by Lee Daniels, but that doesn't mean that it's actually being directed by him, which is fine. Yay. But I will watch this. I loved Wonder Years. Who didn't like the Wonder Years back in the day? Such a great show.
What would you want the song to be?
Somebody asked that. And I was like, it's key, right? It's super key.
When does this take place?
I think in the 60s.
60s.
Right? Because it's during, like, they're obviously going to touch on the civil rights movement. Yeah, it's 1968 in Montgomery, Alabama.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're really going to touch it.
Yeah. There ain't no running from that. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, they have their version of Winnie Cooper as well. She's an adorable little girl. Yeah.
What if we just did on Black Cinema One Night in Miami? What if it's Change Gonna Come?
Yeah. That feels a little too
heavy.
It feels a little heavy for the opening every week. Like, it's a little too like, God damn. But you gotta find a song that's titular to that time, right? Like, I mean, the original Wonder Years was also in the, I guess it was in the early 60s, maybe. But for you've never seen the Wonder Years?
You weren't born then, of course not.
Fred Savage was the shit.
I know who Fred Savage is.
I saw that guy once.
Do you know Fred Savage from like The Princess Bride or some shit?
I only know him because he's Ben Savage's brother.
God, shut up. Shut up. God damn.
We're old.
We are old. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I'm not that much younger than you.
Yes.
Yo, you're a whole half a generation younger than me.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Whatever.
So let's see. This, I'm trying to find out like what time frame this took place. Oh, no, it's from 1968 too. From
68 to 73.
Yeah, okay. So that's kind of interesting, right? Like, they were a white suburban middle class family, and they're going to put a black family in that same time frame. Like, boy, is that experience going to be different. But you know, I mean, like, the Wonder Years, I if I recall, like, it dealt with Vietnam, which was in, 68 and stuff like that. So it will be, I mean, they definitely dealt with heavy topics. So it's not like the show is going to be new to that. Of course, people watching this one will just be like, they're not going to remember any of that. And they'll just be like, see, the black show's dealing with all these serious topics. What about the light, fun stuff? Like, the original did the same thing. I think Wonder Years is on HBO Max. Like, you should watch it if you've never seen it. It's a really good show. Okay. Like, it's actually a pretty adorable show. I don't know what the song will be, Micah. I have no idea. But, like, I mean, A Change Is Gonna Come is a titular song of the civil rights movement. So I don't know. I feel like you can't have something that heavy, but the opening song is really important for this. So, we'll see. All right. Movie and TV news this week. Last of Us series, at HBO cast Gabriel Luna as kind of a big character. I've never played Last of Us. He's going to be playing,
he's going to be playing the main character's younger brother.
Right. So yeah, I mean, is that character big in the game, or
I haven't played the first Last of Us in a long time. I think that character dies within the first 5 minutes.
Oh.
So they probably changed that then.
I would imagine that they would change it. Don't get, I like I said, I haven't played it in a while. I just remember, I vaguely remember something kind of screwed up happens in the first couple of minutes of that game where you play as Joel. I think Joel's family gets killed or something like that, which is why he latches on to Ellie as like a surrogate daughter.
Right.
Which is why, he can't bear to see her die when, she's like there's a virus going around turning people into clickers instead of zombies, clickers. And she is immune to it. And she, the resistance or whatever wants to use her blood to try and make a cure. And, but in order to do it, she has to die. And she comes to terms with it. And she goes under, for the surgery. And Joel is like, nope, not going to happen. And he takes her and, rescues her from, dying. But now, we just got to find another way, I guess.
No.
Yeah, no, yo. Fuck Joel. Fuck Joel forever. Like, that's how I remember it.
My guess is they'll change that a little bit more.
Yeah, somebody will correct me, and I'm guessing they'll change it. Like, they, you don't have to have the whole, this person is the cure, because this is a series. They don't know how long it's going to be, right?
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's not supposed to be a limited series. So,
right.
Yeah, no, that's dumb. Like, that's a stupid ending to really shit on your one of your main protagonists. Like, to make him make that choice. That's fine. Look, I'm looking forward to this. I think Gabriel Luna, he's a pretty good rising star, and then obviously the series is starring Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey. Pedro Pascal, obviously the Mandalorian, and Bella Ramsey was Lady Mormont from Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
good for her.
Yeah. That little girl was tough as shit. She was great. Yeah. So I look forward to this. It'll be cool to see them see how they do. Next up in movie and TV news. Attack the Block director Joe Cornish will write and direct Mark Millar's adaptation of Starlight. So Starlight was an original comic that Mark Millar did a couple of years ago. The logline is 40 years ago, Duke McQueen saved an alien world from destruction. Back on Earth, nobody believes his story. Now his kids are grown, his wife has passed on, and life has little to offer. Until the day a strange boy from the world he once saved makes an appearance, coaxing Duke to join him on one last adventure. Can Duke handle the leap from has-been to hero? Okay, that's fine. I don't think that new Mark Millar series looks good on, was it Jupiter's Legacy? I don't think that looks very good on Netflix, but I will check it out. And I like some of Millar's work, so okay, that's fine. This feels like a kind of a very stereotypical story, superhero story, like a Flash Gordon type of thing, but we'll see.
Yeah. Premise seems, I don't know anything about the character other than what's in this article, but premise seems interesting.
Yeah. Micah, your thoughts?
Mark Millar is always hit or miss.
Yeah.
With me. Some of his stuff I'm cool with, and some of it just seems kind of juvenile and kind of, and not in like a fun way. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whenever Mark Millar does, like when he's handling, when he's writing established properties, I'm okay. But his own stuff is very hit or miss for me.
I still want that Nemesis follow up, the comic follow up.
Like Nemesis is cool and all, but like
It's insane.
yeah, like all right, like, and look, it's probably me. I'm an old man, but like, didn't Nemesis wasn't there like an incest thing going there somewhere?
There was, I forget exactly, but he had like set a
somebody
bomb to collapse a woman's womb or something. Like it was fucking insane.
It was come
It was
on,
insane.
yo.
It was a little
Come
nuts.
on, man. Like, Jesus Christ.
I did like the ending to Nemesis. Like that was kind of fun. That rich people were like literally paying to dress up as that character so that they could do like crazy violent crimes because they just enjoyed it. So, also he was supposed to be doing a live adaptation of a limited series called Super Crooks, which I loved. I thought was great. That would have been like, that's prime for like a three episode mini limited series on Netflix or something. Like it was a group of supervillains like trying to rob a bank, and they had to use like all of these crazy powers to do it. It's violent as hell, and it was actually pretty fun. So maybe do that. All right. Let's go to What the Fuck, brought to you by JTD.
Oh, all right. A rare condition causes a woman to bleed from her eyes during her period.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no, ma'am.
What are her eyes doing down there?
All right.
Come on, yo.
Doctors recently reported the bizarre case of a 25-year-old woman suffering from an incredibly rare medical condition that caused her to bleed from her eyes during her monthly period. Hemolychria? I don't know. The condition that causes people to cry blood is extremely rare. But doctors in this country documented a case of a woman with a similar but even rarer condition called ocular vicarious menstruation. As the name suggests, it causes female sufferers to bleed from their eyes, but only during their monthly period. The 25-year-old woman, whose name was not revealed for privacy reasons, visited the emergency room at the hospital in this city, complaining about crying blood. Her test came back normal. It was only after the woman revealed the same thing had occurred around the same time a month before that doctors were like, "Oh, know what it is? Your period. It's on flow, and she's really flowing." What country did this take place in?
This is Britain.
Australia.
India.
Oh.
All right, that actually makes a lot of sense. As I say, it makes a lot of sense. Nope, it makes sense.
Yeah, this is wild, man. This is wild. Tiara, what are
you going? Okay.
Will you, after hearing this story, be the first to create tampon eye patches?
Shut up.
See, he trying to give you $1 billion idea. You throw it away.
Okay, look.
$1 billion idea.
Actually, you know what? If I can create a product that would help women who suffer from this condition, yes, because I would change the world, and then I would hoard all of that money and just keep it to myself.
Of course.
Because as you said earlier, Micah,
you earned it.
Filthy capitalist.
Yes, I worked really hard for it.
I worked hard.
I hate when you try to throw stuff back at Micah. He's just like, I said it. Yeah, I'm selfish. I'll keep all the money. So.
I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's on tape.
Plus, that's how you steal the power from people.
Yeah, you don't give them anything.
Don't give them nothing. It's the 8 Mile thing. Like, yeah, I shat on myself for my whole cipher. Now what you got?
Oh, yeah. That was Clarence. He was from a really
Michael,
good
what's on
match.
your shirt? What does your shirt say?
It's a mashup of Doctor Doom and the defeating the Fantastic Four in the art style of the Doom guy from the video games.
What you just said, which is very villainous about keeping all the money and not wanting to share it.
Yep.
He is a ruler of a country that people love. People love him. What are you talking about?
They're terrified of him.
They love him. They do. he makes the "I'ma make you love me." Like, that's like,
Wow.
that's what he
That's
does.
his name. That feels exactly how Micah sees love. Yeah. Uh-huh. Cuckoo. My story is fucking disturbing. I still don't even know. Like, I don't have a why. I just have a this is happening. Ballpoint pen comes with live parasitic worm. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's got a parasitic nematode that is normally found in the gastrointestinal tract in the pen. For some reason,
Why?
I don't. I
Is
wish
this
I.
China?
Well, where do you think?
Shanghai?
It's a good guess, Micah.
What is it? A pen with what?
With a parasite in it.
A parasite. Oh, Korea.
Japan.
Get it? Parasite.
Oh, ha
Korea?
ha ha! Stop it. It's actually Japan, which also makes a lot of sense. This is gross. This is gross. You can watch video of it. No, I don't want to talk about this. This is disgusting. Stop it. And I hope it gets out of the pen and it gets
Ew.
inside you.
Oh, damn. Yeah, it's like a tapeworm or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at it. Let me
Nope.
see.
I'm good. Like I did. Like no, yeah, that's gross. It's gross. Trailers this week. Hitman's wife's
Ew.
bodyguard. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Me no like. Hitman's wife's bodyguard. I never saw Hitman's bodyguard.
Yeah,
Was that funny?
I have no opinion on this. I didn't see the first one.
Yeah.
Me neither.
I mean,
I think I started watching it on a cruise ship, and I think I left during the showing. Not for
So-
me. I remember. Yeah,
That's
I remember
how
when
entertaining that movie is, folks. You're stuck on a boat in the middle of nowhere with nothing to do, and you still didn't want to watch it.
that's the problem. There was plenty of other things to do, but just I didn't want to watch that.
I'd rather jump off of a boat in the middle of the ocean than to watch the
I'd
first
rather
movie.
be in the closet that they give you that they call a room than to watch this movie.
Pretty much.
All right, I'm gonna watch this trailer.
Yeah, I'm not blown away by this. I'm just not. I don't think I care. I don't think I care.
I mean, it must have. I remember people talking about it. I remember people really enjoying it.
Yeah.
Saying that it was like surprisingly good. And I don't know why I didn't watch it, right? Like I like Ryan Reynolds. I like Sam Jackson. I
Right.
love Selma Hayek.
Yeah, well.
Calm down.
Yeah, your eyes
So
work. I get it.
So I don't see. I don't know. This was just something that was. It's not like it wasn't even on my radar. It just didn't look good enough to want to go to a theater to see.
Right.
And by the time it came out in home video or whatever, I didn't care. Like
Yeah.
there was other shit going on. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, maybe I'll check out if I have time. If it's on something that I don't have to pay for, I'll check out the first one. If I like it, then I'll check this out. I mean, again, the cast would lead me to actually like it. Because I
Yeah.
love the cast. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It seemed a little, and I don't like to use this term, but it seemed a little forced. So
Like between Sam Jackson and
Ryan Reynolds.
what's his name?
Yeah, Ryan
Sam
Reynolds.
Jackson, Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, it just seemed a little forced. So I don't know. We'll see. Next up, this is the trailer that we're all dying to talk about. Fast 9. Look, or excuse me, F9? F9, the Fast Saga.
Yes. Yeah, that's the fucking naming conventions in this thing are atrocious. But
Yes.
but yeah, F9 the Fast Saga is the name of the picture.
I think this looks wonderfully stupid. I stand firmly on this. These movies are far better than like the Hobbs and Shaw one. Like, you need this team. The team is what makes it work. Like, the ridiculousness of it, that's what makes it work.
It's these group of people that make the ridiculousness fun.
Yeah.
right? Like you can't just have all of this ridiculous stuff and just it not be these people.
Yeah, it just doesn't work. Like Jason Statham in this universe works. Jason Statham trying to do it outside of these people on his own, it doesn't work.
Right.
Sorry,
it's just because we've been with these people for
like 20 years.
20
basically.
years.
These movies are still a massive hit. That's crazy to me.
I'm watching the trailer now. And did he just like fly off a cliff like towards another island, but then something came up and just sucked up the car?
Yeah, so that's a magnet plane.
And Vin Diesel just called John Cena little brother.
Yeah, no, that's his little brother. Yeah,
all right,
no big deal.
All right, okay.
How old is Vin Diesel?
Vin Diesel's like 51 now.
Vin Diesel is 53, and yeah, so I think technically it is right. Yes, John Cena is 43. There's a 10-year age difference between those two guys.
Yo, John Cena looks like an old man. You know, he does.
John Cena's face looks like an old leather shoe.
Yeah, it does.
God,
he has seen some shit, boy. God damn.
This looks awesome. So it comes out. I see it comes out June 25th. Y'all seeing this in theaters?
Yep.
Okay, so you're willing to go sit in the theater?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Oh, I'm not going in there with no mask on.
Say maskless? What the fuck?
Hell no.
Okay. Wow.
But I also want to go early. I don't want to be near anybody. Don't sit next to me.
I can't imagine watching this movie on anything but a big screen. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got to see it on a
This
big
is
screen.
not. There's a reason why I love these movies. There's a reason why I don't own these movies.
That's exactly right.
I think I own Fast 5. But I haven't really watched it.
If I had to pick one, it would be Fast 6 because that's when they were officially the Justice League in my eyes.
Yo, they didn't give a fuck in that movie. Look, the international version of this trailer
they driving magnet cars?
Yes. Yo, they going into low orbit at the end.
Car?
Is that Han?
Yes. You didn't see the first trailer?
Oh my god, that's Han. Yo, Han is bae. I love it. Wait, how is he alive?
Exactly.
Where did he come from?
Exactly.
I have so many questions. So does this invalidate it? Well, I guess like
no, nothing.
Like Sean now?
Nope.
Because
the director said that you will get justice for Han. He will explain why Han is there. Who cares at this point? Who cares?
Look, I'm gonna call it right now. If we're going, because like again, watch the international trailer. They were like, we're trying to get this technology that is decades ahead of time or whatever. And they're like trying to find this like magic box or something. No, it's time travel. It's time travel. It's time travel. I refuse to believe if we're going into the fantastic, it's time travel. They went and they picked Han out of the past before he died. It's time travel, dude. It's time travel.
Vin Diesel was just driving something and Charlize Theron shot rockets at it, and then it exploded. He just rolled off, and I'm like,
he just fell out of that truck. Like, yo, what? He just fell off the edge.
I guess we have to get one every movie, right? One of those scenes every single movie.
How did he didn't even have like scrapes on his arm? He was just like, nah, I'm good.
There's another cut of the trailer where John Cena is like carrying him, and he hits the back of Vin Diesel's head through the door, and it just breaks, and I'm just like, what? Like,
nah, he would have killed him.
Yo, John Cena is ziplining down a corridor. he is high above the ground.
No, he isn't.
And Vin Diesel just
comes out of nowhere.
Who's on a rooftop apparently? just fucking spears him through a brick wall, dude. Yo, come on, man. Excuse me. Through a window. Okay, sorry. I don't mean to get too ridiculous. It was through a window. What the fuck is this nigga doing on a roof in a white shirt, jeans, and M's? Fucking tackling John Cena's zip line. Yo, this movie. All right, yo, come on.
I mean, like that. like the level of timing it would have taken to hit him exactly then is crazy. But
So I don't know if I'll be seeing this in theater. I think this comes around. Does Black Widow also come out around this time?
Black Widow is
June 25th. Black Widow comes out July 9th.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow. So I think I may see this in theaters, but we also have a drive-in.
Oh yeah, that's
theater.
cool.
So I may check it out there.
That would be much safer.
Helen Mirren is in this movie.
Yep.
She loves these movies. That's
Yeah.
why everybody has to love these movies. If Helen Mirren loves these movies, you got no excuse to not.
What happened to Luke? Not Luke Hobbs. The actor who plays Shaw's brother.
Luke Evans.
Yeah, is he here? He's here, right? Because he survived the last movie.
I mean, he's alive. He's not. I mean, they're not showing him. Look, those guys. You know, they had the best. That was one of the best reveals in that last movie. Was those guys in fucking like jetpacks or wingsuits or whatever the fuck they did to go get Dom's kid? Like that was kind of dope. Like I was like, yeah, the Shaw brothers, Owen and and whatever.
It doesn't look like we're getting a Hobbs and Shaw 2.
Good. We should.
Anytime soon.
It wasn't good. It was bad.
I still haven't seen it.
I don't think it was bad. It was fine. It
was boring.
It's just a lot of jokes. It's a lot of jokes and a lot of fighting, and then the third act is really long. It's so long.
The third act is ridiculous. And I'm saying that for these movies.
I think you should watch it like in the background or something. It's a fun time.
Nah, it feels like, and this is going to sound ridiculous given that it's a spinoff of the Fast and Furious franchise,
right?
But it feels too much like a dick measuring contest.
It was.
That's exactly what it is.
That's what it was.
Yeah, I don't need that. I am a sucker for family coming together.
Yep.
In literally anything.
Mm-hmm. Team Tyrese.
Even if it's a surrogate family like this, let people coming together to fight a white woman. Let's go.
To fight a white woman.
But she's a South African.
Yeah, she's more African than you are, Micah.
I mean, yeah. She's
South Africa.
But at the same time, no, you gotta go, yo. You gotta go.
This is the most diverse movie cast ever.
That's why it makes billions of dollars.
Yeah.
This is why it makes billions of dollars, because everybody can find somebody that they can relate to.
Right. And look, let's get real. We all know what's going to happen, right? John Cena's going to join the team. Like that has to happen, right?
Of course. Like you can see it. You can see it at where at at 148, where Charlize Theron is looking down at John Cena. And he's just like, oh, this bitch is cooking me, man. Oh,
yeah, I'll have to deal with this.
John Cena is going to team with Vin Diesel like, no, we're not enemies. We family.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen, yo.
You just wrote it.
It doesn't take a lot of heavy writing for this.
Fucking TR got an advanced screener.
Right. That's what's going to happen.
With the California, you get all the connections when you move to the state.
There you go. Look, by the way, one of the worst things about the Hobbs and Shaw movies is
there's no family.
There's no it's the Rock's family at the end.
Yeah. There are a bunch of they go to Samoa at the end, Micah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Roman Reigns is in it and all that. Like, yeah. I've heard about it.
Yeah.
It's just like it doesn't have that.
They're never a team. They're never a team until the end. Like it's absolutely insane to say out loud, but Tyrese was 100% correct. It's the team that makes these movies fun. They're ridiculous. I'm looking at a video of Charlize Theron flying a magnet plane, shooting rockets into Vin Diesel's truck, which he just goes, I'll just turn slightly so it'll hit the wheels. And then he just falls out ever so gently. But it's ridiculous because you know that group, right? Like you've gone from them stealing DVD players into international crimes. So like it's fine. The one thing that was like a big loss in Hobbs and Shaw is that Brixton, Idris Elba, should become a part of the team.
Oh yeah, he was the villain.
Yeah, he has superpowers.
Yeah. I'm Black Superman.
Black Superman.
Right. Like, who doesn't want that guy? Like, he was like, as ridiculous as that movie was, and I wasn't a fan of it. Yo, Brixton was a cool Fast and the Furious villain. He had like, yeah, of course you can, right? He died.
Yeah.
Whatever. He had like a super spine, and then he was given like all these like super abilities, and he had that badass motorcycle.
Yeah, he was so good.
He was a fun villain. He was, but because they didn't follow the formula of the series, like, that's the thing, is everybody should be teaming up against Charlize Theron. That's what should be, like, you got to bring everybody back for Fast 10.2. That's when you get everybody all against her.
These movies have been out so long that that kids who were born when this movie came out are now able to drink by the time Fast 9 comes out.
But what perfect timing.
Because you're going to need it. You're going to need it.
Like, just imagine growing up like, yeah, they've been here my entire life. And now for my 21st birthday, I'm going to get a drink and watch this crazy ass film or whatever kids do nowadays.
I can't believe that this franchise is like, this should be studied in like film schools, like in film theory.
Yeah.
Like,
they figured it out, man. They figured it out with this franchise, and you wouldn't think they would have, but they figured it out.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Like, I'm not joking, like this is, you need to figure out what makes this movie work and do more of it. People love teams, man.
They do.
They love team movies, man.
I mean, look, the MCU is a perfect example of this, right? Why do people keep going to, look, you just got to the MCU is just better at writing. That's all it is. The MCU is just better at writing. These guys got the action sequences down. That's why, like, to me, I understand why people like those Godzilla movies, right? Because these don't have a plot either. But it's got enough of a plot, like, it's getting you from point A to point B, and it's got a team you like.
Wait, did you say Godzilla?
Yeah, I'm saying, like, I understand why people like those Godzilla movies, right?
Okay.
Like, I get it. Because it's, sort of a visceral reaction, like, to just, like, really fun action sequences. But, yeah, they've nailed this. Like, and it just keeps getting more and more ridiculous. That's why I'm like, time travel. Fuck it. Why not?
Yeah, who cares? It's all about the characters, man. It's always about character. Like, you and this franchise has had the luxury of existing for so long, but they wouldn't have existed without these characters and the rapport that these actors have with each other.
They're actually friends. They're actually friends.
They're like, that's it, man. Like, that's why when what's his name died, like, people were crying, dude.
Yeah.
Like, because they know that these people in real life have this rapport. Like, it works, man. It works.
Yeah.
And look, Justin Lin is doing this. Justin Lin directed my favorite Fast and Furious movie.
Yep.
This might be my new favorite.
Which was that? Was that Fast 6?
Fast 6.
Yep.
Fast 6 is amazing.
Fast 6 is great.
Fast 6, he gets it. He gets it.
He does.
You know,
he absolutely does. He absolutely does. Look, I'm not gonna lie. He better finish out this entire franchise. Just do these 3 movies and be done.
I thought he was.
I think so. I think he is.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, Fast 6 is fucking dope.
They didn't film 9 and 10 back to back. I thought that's what they were doing.
Nah, they're gonna do 10 and 10 2 back to back.
That's right.
10 and 10. Just call it 11. Just go to 11. God.
Nah, you got to end it at 10.
Yeah, I think he is set to finish out the series.
Good.
Just call it Fast 11, and then like turn the ones and make it like Fast Lane or some shit. Just go to 11.
Yeah, tire treads.
Yeah. Yes. Something
You know
like
what?
that.
I'm fine with it. Yeah, I remember seeing. I think I saw Fast 6 in theaters, and I was like, "This is fine." Like, as I'm watching it, and then they showed Owen Shaw with those like little cars that were like flipping cars over. I was like, "Oh, there we are. We've entered into the craziness." And from that moment on in that movie, I was all in. And that took like 10 minutes. It took about 10 minutes before they got there. And then they were just saving it.
I didn't start caring about this franchise again until Fast 5.
Fast 5. That's when most people got back on. Yeah.
When I saw The Rock was in it, I was like, oh my God, The Rock is in it. So that means he's definitely going to kick some ass. And then me and my silly college friends, we all went for a friend's birthday to the movies to watch, and we were just like geeking out in the theater because we were like, this is the greatest thing ever. I hope it never ends. And here we are, almost 30, and it hasn't ended yet.
Yeah, guess who directed Fast Five?
Justin
Lin.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, look, man, this franchise is amazing. I'm gonna be sad when it's over. I am.
It doesn't have to be over.
They got to bring. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. They got to bring Gal Gadot back. They got to bring her back. You bring Han back, you got to bring Gal Gadot back. You have to.
Did she get like dropped from a moving plane on?
Who gives a fuck? Who cares? Again, time travel. That was his homegirl. That was his girlfriend.
Maybe Han can make a wish, and then Gal Gadot can come back and like another body or whatever. Oh, really? Okay.
No. Look, time travel, my man. Time travel. That's what that's how Han came back. Time travel. I gotta watch Fast 6 again. I'm watching the trailer for that. God damn, that movie was
Fast
fun.
6 was so good, man. Fast 6 was so good.
They had a 75-mile fucking runway. That last scene.
When Fast 11 comes out, I'm gonna spend the previous 10 days leading up to.
I agree with you.
To rewatch this entire franchise to see where it goes. Or not where it goes, but like to see how it ends from front to back. Because look, I even kind of like Too Fast, Too Furious.
That's the only one I've never seen.
Is that the one with Paul Walker and Tyrese?
Yeah, it's not good.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I have never seen Tokyo Drift. That's the one I haven't seen.
Tokyo Drift. I mean, unless you're a weeb, I don't know if you would like Tokyo Drift because you're not really like a weeb.
I am not.
But if you're a weeb, you're gonna like Tokyo Drift.
But like now, I need to see it so that I can get an appreciation for like Han coming back and all that stuff.
Yeah, I think the only one I haven't seen is whatever Fast and Furious. Is that the fourth one when Letty dies?
The Fast and Furious. The fourth one is the one that I'm not. That I think is maybe the weakest.
It is the weakest.
Because there's nothing memorable about it, except for maybe like the underground tunnel races, but there's nothing really memorable about it. Whereas, when Fast 5 came out, it was like, oh, what's this? And then Fast 6 came out, and it was just like, oh, well, we just don't give a fuck about anything.
Yeah, Fast 5, like, Fast 5 was like, let's just reinvigorate this entire franchise.
And it worked.
It did.
Also, I'm very disheartened that John Cena is only 3 years older than me.
I mean,
oh my God.
He's 44?
No, 42? He's 43. And he looks like he's 53.
He looks like he's 40 something.
No, he looks like he's 53.
I mean, he's looking a little rough, man. He's looking he
looks weathered.
He does.
I'm not saying like he's in great shape. It's just his face.
It's a lot of lines.
There's a lot of lines.
But those lines have always been there, though.
Nah, look at young pictures of John Cena.
I'm looking at pictures of him now.
Look at young pictures of John Cena.
He's never been young. He's never been get out there.
John Cena younger photos.
Yeah, younger.
He looks the same.
Nah. He would be a good Terminator.
He would be.
Yes.
In like real life, because he's kind of robotic.
The thing with John Cena is it has taken him way too long to catch on in Hollywood. I think it has to do with how big The Rock got. Like that there was no space for another wrestler. Like,
well, John Cena, The Rock was in wrestling for 7 years.
That's it?
Exactly.
Wow, it seems so much longer than that.
It seems longer, but The Rock is like, The Rock heard Hollywood calling and was just like, yo, I'm out.
Yeah.
Whereas John Cena's been in wrestling for 15-ish years.
I mean, that's clearly his first love.
That's just the WWE, right?
Right.
And they had like an actual beef that they kind of turned into a wrestling beef about it. But yeah, like that was his first love, right? It's just wrestling. And yeah, I think if he would have got out of it, maybe 5 years sooner, he could have taken advantage more of Hollywood.
Yeah.
But I mean, look, the guy's only 43. He still got time. Look,
Yeah.
he got plenty of time.
I mean, he's getting ready to be in Suicide Squad, and he's getting his own series spinoff of that.
Right. Chadwick Boseman was 40 when he did his first superhero movie. So,
Right.
you
So
know, they got time.
yeah, and that dude's fucking jacked. Like he ain't going nowhere.
He ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I like John Cena a lot. I mean, by all accounts, he's a really good dude. So
Yeah, he's a nice guy. He's got like the record for Make-A-Wishes.
yeah,
Like it's pretty cool.
that dude's like helping kids and bench pressing 500 pounds. All right, I think that's it for us. Any parting words before we get out of here?
They in low orbit, yo.
Yeah, they are literally in low orbit. So we go into space next, right? Like after this, like we got to go to space. They show a rocket launch in the international trailer. Like it's a space weapon.
I mean, yes, but I really, really want my crossover with Jurassic Park now.
Well, you just put the dinosaurs in space. Like, you know, like that's the obvious choice.
I mean, that's a little ridiculous, but you know, sure.
Yeah, that's why they're going. That's why they're on the rocket. They're going to Jurassic World.
Right, a whole world. That's where they're headed.
A world full of Jurassics.
That's how it works.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I would still pay to see that.
Yeah, 100%. They can do whatever they want in this next movie. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be there, 100%. And I'm glad they waited.
Absolutely.
I'm glad they waited. All right.
Like they send the two niggas up into space too.
Yo, if somebody doesn't make a Homeboys in Outer Space joke, and I don't even know what we're doing here. All right. That's it. We will see you guys next week.
See ya.
Bye.